Yo, what's going on everyone? Chris here, and on today's video I wanted to talk about one of my favorite films of all time, The Fast and the Furious. And it's hard to believe it's been 20 years already. This got released in theaters on June 22nd, 2001. And it's interesting because a month before the film was released, I was on set helping a friend out on a movie, and we were filming out in this industrial area near train tracks around midnight in the valley, waiting for a freight train to go by. And while we were waiting, I look up towards the night sky, and since it was pretty dark out, all I could see is a bit of light coming from an industrial building nearby and a billboard ad that was lit, which featured the poster for The Fast and the Furious. And it piqued my interest at that moment, although I never heard of the actors in the film at that time, but the poster looked pretty darn cool. But little did I know that this movie would turn out to be a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and little did Universal Pictures know at that time as well, because the film was actually shot in 1999, not in 2000 as various sources have stated, and the studio ended up shelving it for a while. And even at one point, they almost decided to release it straight to DVD, but thankfully that didn't happen, which obviously ended up getting a theatrical release, and as you know, the rest is history. And it got the green light for so many sequels, and the great supporting cast that joined the franchise, including Ludacris, Tyrese, Dwayne Johnson, Gal Gadot, Kurt Russell, and so many more. But to me, this is my most favorite of all the films in this franchise, and not just because it's the original, but because the story is well written, and the loyalty and friendship they have for one another, even though they all go through various stages of tough times and betrayal to get to that level of respect. And besides that, I can't forget about the women in the film.
Edwin, this is yours, whether you win or lose. But if you win, you get hurt too.
And of course the music and the cars, which is the prominent theme in the film. But as the sequels came out, the focus shifted after the Ford film towards various insane stunts. But what can I say? The Fast and the Furious is one awesome movie, and after 20 years, it's just as great as the first time.
What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me? You never had me. You never had your car. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You're lucky that 100-shot of NOS didn't blow the welds on the intake. Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
This film holds up so well, man, thanks to director Rob Cohen, who really brought out the best out of each character. And that's not easy to do, especially when you're juggling various elements in the film, from the plot to character development and all the action scenes. But Cohen nailed it. And those are just a few of the reasons why this movie became so popular. And since the film is celebrating its 20th anniversary, Universal released this cool Steelbook edition with really nice artwork. And it's a very solid looking 4K presentation with natural lifelike colors and black glows. Not overly deep, but it's a crisp and clean transfer with the grain intact but not overpowering. And it features the DTS-X mix, and it's one loud immersive experience, man, with plenty of deep bass, and it's just one heck of a track. And if you're a car enthusiast as I am, you'll definitely appreciate hearing all the various cars as they rev up the engines and floor it. It's one of my favorite sound mixes in 4K. And on that note, I'm rating the picture quality a 4.5 out of 5 and a 5 for the sound. And for bonus material, you get tons of stuff here, from various behind the scenes footages with the cast and crew, deleted scenes, a commentary track with the director, and so much more. Lots of in-depth features to keep you busy. So there you have it, folks, the action crime thriller, The Fast and the Furious in 4K in this cool Steelbook edition. And as Toretto says it best, live your life a quarter mile at a time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.